Hi guys, in this video we're going to look at how a hybrid kit can benefit you when you go out playing live, both in control of your sound and in control of your own playing. So we've arrived at the gig and for whatever reason we can't get any microphones on our kit. We can get maybe a couple of overheads, that's probably it. So how can a hybrid setup benefit you? Well, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play a little groove. I'm going to go around the toms with the TD30 module and all the microphones off apart from the ambient mics. This is what you're going to get. Now, this is really interesting. What I've done with this module here, I've taken the original drum sounds, so the 8-inch tom, the 10-inch tom, the 14 and the 16, and as we spoke about earlier, I've listened to the sound that I really like, and I've muddled the sound in the TD30. So let's put the TD30 back up again, bearing in mind these mics are not being used, okay? So this is my 8-inch tom sound. So what you're going to get is the actual 8-inch acoustic sound, but you're also going to get the module sound that I've created earlier. So you get this. 10, and we'll do the 16. So it sounds absolutely massive. Once again, no mics on the kit, just the 2 ambient mics. This is the sound you're going to get. So if you can get a consistent drum sound every gig, model your sounds, the sounds you like, put the triggers on your kit, you're still playing your favourite acoustic kit, turn up the volume, play, 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 you've got a monster sound, and it's the same sound every single time. So I've been asked to play with a band, and I've also been asked to play some backing tracks. And what I mean by backing tracks is this. So on the band's particular album, some of the parts can't be created live because there's some crazy synthetic sequences. So, and this is happening more and more and more in drumland, is that you'll see a drummer playing along and you'll have one of these things by the side of him, the SPDSX. This will contain all the different parts off this band's album. And the reason for it is that we can't have 50, 60, 70 people on the stage, so this will do it. So here it comes, my percussion. And you're just adding the parts as the band's going along. So that could be intro. So what I'm doing then is I'm recreating the sounds off the original album and playing them live, and it sounds immense. So now I want to talk about how a hybrid setup can put you in control, and do you know what? It can make the gig easy for you. I'm going to play a track, or a short element of a track that's quite a tricky time signature. Now we've talked about a click track on the SPDSX. You can do something really cool, which I've discovered recently. And it is, to be honest, it's changed everything for me with the kind of music I play, the prog stuff, which is slightly more tricky and lots of odd time signatures. Now, I see lots of guys, which is cool, having their dots by the side of them. For me, I kind of don't like to do that because my emphasis then on my line of sight is here when I want to be here because I'm using quite small drums. So I've got quite a tricky backing track. Now, what I've done with that backing track in my DAW software is create a click alongside that. So exactly the same click for the piece of music. But we're talking about making the gig easy for yourself. On that click track, I'm talking myself through the part. So it'll give me an intro when there's bars of 7 or bars of 15 coming up. I'm going to talk myself through them. So instead of looking through the part, in my cans, it's talking me through it, making the gig so easy. How am I going to do that? Well, on pad 2, I've got the backing track. On pad 1, I've got the click track and my commentary. You can do something here which is called a pad link, which is so simple. It's just going to menu, kit, common, and then assigning pad link. And what pad link will do, when you hit one pad, it will trigger another one to start at the very same time. So I've got pad 1 and pad 2. So if I just play it for you now, you get this.
1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's telling me when I'm coming in, etc. I've not got to read any dots. As that song progresses, it gets crazier and crazier and crazier, and I'll just talk myself through it. The more I'm going to talk, the easier the part's going to be. Obviously, I can assign pad 1 to just go in my headphones. You're going to hear it now, but I can assign pad 1 just to go in the headphones. So if it's the most complex of gigs, you can make it so simple. Here we go.
1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rip. This time 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rip. This time 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This time 5 and into chorus. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chorus. Repeat.
So you haven't had a chance to record a click and put it onto the SPDSX. All of these modules have an internal click. SPDSX, the Octapad, the TD30 and the TD15 have an assignable click, which basically means I can get the click to get me through a gig just in my headphones while the sounds of each module is going out the front. So a hybrid setup used either with a sampler, a percussion pad, or a module puts you in control of your sound and puts you in control of your gig.